Salam everyone, welcome to What's Going On by Sumi, powered by Deplex, bringing you meaningful conversations and the latest trends when it comes to hair and makeup, courtesy of Deplex. We have this week's winner, let's see who that is, for the makeover, courtesy of Deplex. Welcome back. Time for some meaningful conversation with a friend of mine, and this interview has been way long overdue. And she's someone who's marked a niche of her own in the fashion industry of Pakistan, Shiza Hassan. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. Thank you for having me today.
Of course. And this we have been planning for a while, and finally ये आज हो रहा है. I'm so glad.
लाहौर
की बारिशों की पानी में तैरती नहीं आ रही है. Literally, Venice बना हुआ है, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But have you been? How's the pandemic treated you? How did it change things for your brand, for the fashion industry?
So Alhamdulillah, thank God for being healthy and being here. First thing, I think. And I have taken the pandemic in a very positive way, in the sense that, businesses have suffered. But thank God we're surviving, we're swimming, and I think I'm grateful for that.
Yes.
And so I would say I've gone through COVID myself, the family,
yes.
Alhamdulillah, sare theek hain, everything's okay. So I feel I want to look at the bigger picture here. So
right.
Yes, business has suffered. I'm not gonna say
and how has the
kuch bhi nahi
Pakistani, बहुत कुछ हुआ है. Pakistani fashion industry on the whole, what do you think has changed about it, and you think that's going to be there for quite a few years?
Listen, for us, just say fashion weeks, no fashion weeks for now. Fortunately, all the collections that were planned earlier on, वो हमारी COVID में निकली हैं. ठीक है, like हमारी lawns थी, हमारी festives थी. The resilience of the nation, they don't stop enjoying or celebrating their events, you know. Of course, they've scaled down everything. Yeah. So I think it constantly needs to evolve, and you got to change, and you got to go with the flow. So I feel Alhamdulillah, we're in business.
So far, and, so good.
Yeah,
but this career, well. Shiza, I remember we spoke about this, how it happened. You being a LUM student, and accidental thriving career. How did it happen? How did you get into this, by the way?
Okay, so I told you, right, that after LUMS, during LUMS, by the way, I was doing interior projects for people. I'm actually, basically, my husband also jokes with me. He says, "ये तो interior designer है, ये तो कपड़ों में तो ऐसी बनाती है." Basically, ये थोड़े अरसे बाद हमारे सोफे बदलने लग जाते हैं, हमारी upholsteries change होने लग जाती हैं.
Right.
So he jokes to me about this all the time in any case. Yeah. But what I was doing was that even at LUMS, I was doing interior projects for people, and I started getting bigger projects. And so I went on to do my interiors 1-year degree, diploma actually from NCA. I joined that because I wanted to brush up on my skills. When I do things, I want to do them right. So actually, unfortunately, मेरी fashion में कोई education नहीं है. I was pursuing interiors, and it's after my firstborn that I didn't want to leave him and go on my sites and my project far out. So, and I couldn't sit idle. So my mother said, you're so good at making clothes. तुम बचपन से सबके बनाती हो. I would be making bariyan and jaheeze, for my cousins, doing their trousseaux. So she said, why don't you do this? Meanwhile, till he grows up. And then, growing up, kya hota hai? There was another one. And then there was, mashallah, now another one, third one. So I kind of got stuck with the clothing side. But interiors is where my heart truly lies, I feel.
Really? Still?
Absolutely.
Wow.
And
but you know how things worked out for you, mashallah.
I believe in God's hand in everything, yeah.
Of course.
So I feel I'm a no planner. मुझसे कोई पूछे ना plans. I'm just
And I'm very fascinated by people, and I always highlight this thing on my show at least, and the guests who come in, they're multi-talented. कि अपने आप को एक चीज़ में restrict नहीं करते, एक तो whatever they're passionate about, they go for that. It's so good to see people like you trying different things, whatever you feel good about, passionate about, karo.
Yeah. And do it well. Do it with honesty.
Yes.
Do it with full dedication.
Yes.
So I love making clothes. I'm not gonna deny that fact. But
so how come you didn't get into your brother being an athlete, your mother being an athlete herself, and then your nana and all of these people?
Yes.
So how did it happen कि आप निकल गई बीच में से and you did not become a tennis player?
शायद मैं नहीं कर पाई. So I was under 18 number 1 Pakistan, yes, and I play for WAPTA still.
Achha.
That's once
you
a year.
do
yeah,
still?
Yeah, yeah.
That I did not know.
Yes, I'm employed by WAPTA.
Achha.
And we play the inter-units every year, and then the games, national games that happen. जो इंटर यूनिट सारी होती हैं डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स वो भी हम खेलते हैं.
अच्छा.
बट 2-3 सालों से मैंने नहीं खेला. But yes, we do. वो डिले हो गए कोविड की वजह से भी हो
गई. Of course, इतना कुछ हुआ बीच में.
But yes, so as juniors में I used to. First we were swimmers. When Assam was a swimmer, I would do everything that he would do, and he was the best at it. He was the best swimmer of his school. Still has a record. We would also participate in swimming galas in Jumkhana. Our childhood was that. And then he shifted towards tennis. That was also purely accidental because my mother was the national champion.
Of course.
She's been she has a record 10-year champion, and they have.
And the Nana also.
Nana was subcontinent number 1. So it was pre-partition.
Wow.
And the World War happened. Otherwise, he would have played Wimbledon because he beat number 1 in India at that time. Just because the tournament didn't happen, so you don't get that title.
But
he'd beaten the number 1 player dropped me, I guess, at that time. We hear stories about him, and so it's amazing. So we were natural because we saw our mother playing from a very young age. We would just be watching her in cribs, literally.
Yes.
हमारी वो prams होती थी, and my father would be giving bottles to us, and वो हमें court के side पे थे while our mother played. He's been such a supporter. Yes.
Amazing. When I heard this story from your mom, I was so fascinated about the fact that your father was so supportive of it, and he was always there taking care of you guys. ये जो like giving you guys milk, food, whatever. He did not
he used to travel for tennis.
And he didn't shy away from any of this.
Never. मैं तो सोचती हूँ कि काफी अब्बा for his times was also ahead of his times,
Very progressive.
Very progressive, absolutely. So
and
yes,
what
he's
did
the
you
backbone.
what did you feel like ये मेरे marriage में भी होना चाहिए? This is the kind of support that I want, and how do you and Hassan kind of like balance everything among yourselves?
So Alhamdulillah, I've been fortunate that way to have a partner in my life, minus of course the many things we disagree on, which we do, and now we're business partners, so we do.
Yeah.
But I do feel that we are equals in our marriage, which is something I love. Generally, I feel like that's just fair, that's just your human right. I feel just on that level. I know mothers do a lot of other things that fathers probably don't. Our father did a lot of things that probably our mother didn't, and people thought that mothers करती हैं सारी चीजें, but our dad was there doing all that. So I had probably seen the kind of man or the kind of men I have in my life, from my brothers to my father, that they've always treated us equally, with so much more importance. Probably they place us higher than themselves.
Right.
And Alhamdulillah, I see that in my marriage, that my husband treats me like an equal, and I have my own say.
Right.
That's very important for
very important.
And that's everyone's right, I feel. As long as you're fair, as long as you're fair, and you guys have the same goal, and I think it's just
beautiful.
Fair,
and then you see all these things happening. I just was interviewing Jugan, and misogynist mindset की बात आ रही थी जो हमारे culture में, and then raising sons. You also have sons of your own. What do you think are the most important things that we need to instill in the upbringing of our sons nowadays, which is very, very important to, kind of like get this misogynist mindset out of the way?
I first of all, I would say, I don't know, I believe in kindness. I believe in being soft-spoken. I believe in communication to be the be-all, end-all of any issue, any problem. I feel as long as you're communicating respectfully with each other, I think there's always a solution to things. And I believe in equality. I don't believe in one is less than the other.
Of course.
I'm not talking about physical equality or har cheez. मैं उस बात की बात नहीं कर रही. I'm talking about the mindset. I'm talking about the opportunities.
Yes.
I think equally मिलनी चाहिए हैं. again, balance and fairness is what I feel is very important.
Very, very important. And respect.
I think yes,
that is the most important
thing. They say respect comes before love, and I totally believe in that.
Absolutely.
And love will follow. Love will follow if there's respect in any relationship, I feel.
Yeah, you also say you love the other person, disrespect them,
Then there's no love.
No, there's no love.
So,
yeah. You're just compromising on one thing or the other. Completely agreed. So importance of mindfulness, you and I, we've been working on it. Meditation, हम लोग साथ इकट्ठे भी करते हैं. So when did you realize that no, Shiza, it's about time that I need to take care of myself as well, and I need my me time?
I'm still realizing that. I feel like as women, we are conditioned culturally to be a certain way, especially when you are in a role of a mother, मतलब wife तो चलो, of course it's expected culturally. मैं कहूँ अगर मैं एक थोड़ी सी exception हो सकती हूँ for many, but कुछ expectations तो है ना जो आपने भी you've grown up seeing those. Your mothers have also conformed to a different way, I would say. I think आजकल ज़्यादा liberal होते जा रहे हैं और आदमी, I would say, and what do you call it? As also being a parent, a mother, I feel like we just feel that we have to give so much of ourselves as if we're trying to prove something all the time. कि अगर हमने इतना नहीं sacrifice किया तो शायद we're not, a good mother, a good parent.
Good enough
Women
for
have
any
these
of those
roles, that we really feel कि हमारी पहले responsibility वो आती है. So I feel now while I'm touching my 40s and I'm realizing that अपना आप का सही होना, physical health plus mental health is so crucial because so many issues have started cropping up जो कुछ साल पहले थे ही नहीं, they were not there physically even. So I feel that yes, I'm trying to become more mindful of what I want and how I probably want to be physically and mentally to be able to raise a good and healthy family. I think it's very important.
Family, work, everything.
Especially, yeah. For me, family just comes
first
probably I'd say, so it comes like that, but of course my work is, we owe so much to the people who are there with us, working for us and working with us and our clients, everything. So of course that's also a full-time commitment. So
how's Shiza as a boss?
I think if you ask me, I'm very particular. I'm particular about being honest, about chasing deadlines, about quality.
Getting the work right.
Yeah. I'm very proper about those things, but otherwise I would think I think I'm quite easy. Yeah, that's what I
when it comes to work,
that's
you want to work, and then you can be friendly and everything else. But when it comes to work, then
yes.
you need to call out people. It happens. And at work, do you make sure, because I've seen women and men working together at your studio, what kind of rules do you enforce at your working space so that both the genders are respected equally and they're given equal opportunity?
So Alhamdulillah, I would say our team leads, designers especially, have been female. Yes, throughout actually. It's been for a limited time that I've had any male working for us in the design team. I feel the women have been very committed. They've been very dedicated and very, very hardworking. So I would say I've been most impressed with the women force that I've had working for me. But of course, there are tons and tons of males as well. Of course, जो हमारे main craftsmen हैं, वो तो सारे आदमी हैं ना. And then of course our administration and stuff, that's male. Alhamdulillah, I've had a good experience and we balance it out, and it's a very decent environment that we've ensured for the women that work with.
Which is very important. A lot of us,
we
kind of ignore it. Yes.
No, we do not. Hassan is there, I'm there myself, and we're in the same environment, with
How
them.
is it working with your husband? You're at the workspace together, you're together at home also.
Yes.
How do you guys balance it out? So मुझे तुम्हारी शक्ल नहीं देखनी.
I can't say that on camera. No, so I think it's not easy. To be very honest, it's not easy, and we also struggle. What makes it easy is the goal is the same. We both want the same thing. We both want the betterment for the brand.
Of course.
Obviously, our life at home as well, we want that. So we have divided our JDs completely. That is what keeps it kind of sane, and he knows his area and I know mine. So अगर मैं कहूँ कि हम work space में सारा वक्त इकट्ठे हैं, it's not happening. We're not creatively together at all. I'm on the creative side, he's on the production and administration, finance, and managing all that marketing side and stuff. So we of course commune on different things that we have to. but हमारी कुछ divisions हो गई हैं. But that takes time. So I feel when you're working with your spouse, थोड़ा सा struggle होगा, and you have to separate things. It'll just become easier for your marriage as well, I feel. Yeah.
That's great.
Because it's not easy.
It's not. But it's great to see how you guys are struggling, making an effort, a conscious effort to make it work. Yeah, at it.
It's not easy, but
it's not easy. Nothing is easy.
Making it work. Wali baat hai, when you're committed to making it work, then you will find a solution. And again, communication. If you're not communicating, then I think nahi.
कुछ भी
कुछ भी नहीं possible है. So communicate ज़रूर करना चाहिए. मैं भी पहले नहीं करती थी. I feel I would probably bottle up. I'm a sensitive person.
And that's the worst thing to do.
That's the worst thing. And Hassan's the exact opposite of me. So he would blurt out everything. That's also, I feel like, not the best thing.
I know.
But no, we found
How
a balance.
is your relationship? Because you're very close-knit family. Your brother is Assam, one of the very known tennis players of Pakistan, and then you have other brothers, and then you have bhabis and all. How do you get along with each other? What do you do? के मतलब मैं जो हूँ एकलौती बीच में बहन हूँ इनकी, so you guys, hello, correct yourself.
You should ask them, है ना? ये मुझे नहीं answer करना चाहिए वाला
पता लग जाता है.
No, I love my sister-in-laws. I have
because
two brothers.
I've seen them, like they adore you when they're around.
I adore them more. It's literally like that. So I've got two brothers. Assam's the older one. Zain is the younger one. And Alhamdulillah, Zain got married first, and so Amna's been with us, much longer. Mashallah, I think it's been 6 years or something more than that. But I just feel like, I probably adore my brothers so much that I adored their wives before they came into our lives.
Did you make a conscious effort to do that, or you just easily get along with everyone? Because you do get along with everyone. You can talk with a pole if one has to make you stand with the fucking baat karna shuru kar do.
Alhamdulillah, I just feel that I think all relationships are two-way, to be honest. And I feel they make equal amounts of effort, and there's a lot of love and respect for each other, and we all value our family and our family unit a lot. So I would just say alhamdulillah, we are blessed. So
that's
great.
Been
good
because at the end of the day, it's all about respect. It's not about who you are, how many brothers sisters are there. And I'm asking this question specifically.
And ehsaas, I think just to have ehsaas, I feel is very important. There's one thing I want to instill in my kids probably.
Right.
I think अगर आप में वो चीज़ है, conscience है अच्छी, और तो आप you will do the right thing, right?
And if the family is together, that has its own charm and everything.
It's just more fun. The more the merrier. I believe in it and I live by it.
And you get through life so easily that you won't need any third, fourth person. It's great to have good friends in your lives, of course.
Absolutely.
But family is really very important.
Family is so crucial. And I've been blessed on both sides.
That's
so Hassan
amazing,
has a twin sister and a younger brother as well. And so alhamdulillah, I would say कि अल्लाह का बहुत शुक्र है.
That's beautiful.
The sibling bond is good.
Great.
Alhamdulillah, it's good.
Touch wood. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask some quick questions from Shiza. Let's see how good she is with this.
Oh my God, I'm not good with quick questions.
So, quick questions now, more like a rapid fire round. So, 1, 2, 3. Most favorite color?
Black. Oh, I had to ring the bell. Sorry. It's not ringing.
इसके बाद बैठ गई बारिश. हाँ, उससे पकड़ लो. ठीक है.
Yes.
Most memorable family vacation?
Antalya. Oh, Antalya.
Okay. Tennis or badminton?
Tennis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Diplomatic or straightforward?
Polite, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spell 3 colors starting with the letter B.
Black, brown, burgundy.
Sorry.
This is not working. Why do you have the bell? Okay, it's confusing.
Like, why is there?
Yes.
But you know who did well? Jugan did amazingly well. She was like, ting, ting, ting. I was like, what are you doing? Get one wrong at least. 2 all-time favorite movies.
Oh my God, take a second. City of Angels, Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bollywood, Hollywood, or Lollywood?
Hollywood.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Your inspirations?
It's people, it's my traveling, I would say, and it's my relationships.
Okay. Is it easy for you to accept your mistake or it takes time?
Accept my mistake.
Do you apologize? या वो होता है कि मैं sorry नहीं बोल सकती.
शायद मियाँ के साथ नहीं वैसे कर लेती हूँ. If I have to be truly honest.
अच्छा ठीक है. 2 words that describe your design aesthetics.
fusion, originality.
Okay. Your most favorite season of the year?
Spring.
Not so bad at all. You got the gist of
I
it.
did?
Yeah.
Oh my god. There's a problem with your bell today.
Yes, there's a little giveaway courtesy of Netflix.
Cool.
But there's one more segment before we sign out.
Okay.
And for that, I'm not sure how you're gonna feel about this, but we have some video clips for you.
अच्छा, okay.
And उसमें हमने ये किया है कि वो आपको पसंद तो हॉलीवुड है, लेकिन हम लॉलीवुड के वीडियोस आपको दिखाएंगे.
Okay.
And you have to guess.
Not that मुझे Hollywood में भी बहुत पता होगा, but generally I enjoy the movies.
अच्छा, but it can be either the actor or the name of the movie. I'll make it easy for you. To at least actor का ही बता दो.
चलो ठीक है.
So here is the first one.
Hareen Farooq, I know.
Do you know this?
Ali Zafar.
What's the movie's name?
Tufan? No.
You're there.
Yeah. Tifa in Trouble. Yeah. So I know this. अच्छा एक और है.
Actress? The Chinese
I can't even see on your phone screen right now. Actress मुझे पता है, of course. 1 second. Rima.
Chalo. But not so bad, not so bad. Thank you so much for taking out time, joining me and Deplex, of course, and sharing so much personal and, of course, your point of view about certain things that are happening in the society and, you know, how you're raising your children. That is very, very important. Yes.
Inshallah.
Any message to the viewers right now watching? Anything that you would want to say before we sign out?
Not much of a preacher, but I would say that a little kindness goes a long way. So let's all just try to be kind in these times especially. I think that's the only thing one's learned, that let's try to be gentle with each other. We don't know what anyone's journey has been, you know?
Yes,
really.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I shall catch you guys next week as usual with a new guest. This is Sumi signing off, saying Bahmana Khoda.